Hi, welcome. My name is Nicole, and I am here with a really brief message, sort of like a warning, but also a reminder that in Matthew 10 and 16, it says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore as wise as serpents and harmless as doves." And I wanted to remind you of this scripture because sometimes we get so caught up in the textbook way of being a Christian where it's like, oh, everything is supposed to be all love and light, and then you treat everyone with love no matter what they do to you, no matter how harshly they're treating you. You're still really, really passive when it comes to certain things that they're doing, and it sometimes it tends to hurt you, or sometimes it even causes trauma. But either way, I just wanted to come and remind you that of this scripture, that it is okay to treat everyone with love, but you also have to be wise. Like it says, be wise as a serpent, but be harmless as doves. Like you have to use your the discerning of spirits to recognize what you're dealing with and who you're dealing with. Who you're dealing with is not as important as what you're dealing with, meaning the spirit that is operating in that person. That is what you're actually dealing with, and that is what you have to be discerning of, because that sometimes these spirits are on assignment, and you might be approaching the situation in one way or approaching that person in one way, but that spirit is using that your lack of discernment to your detriment. So it is very, very important for us to begin to look at people, or recognize people, or recognize people based on the spirit that is operating in them. So the discerning of spirits is very, very important, and very important in this hour. And if I were you, if you felt like your discerning of spirit is a little might be a little weak, start praying and crying out to God, asking him to heighten it, because you want to be super careful about who you're allowing to invade your space. You want to be super careful with who you're allowing to take part in your spirit, in your environment, in your atmosphere, because you could be in a place of peace, and then you encounter the wrong spirit, thinking that, as I'm supposed to love everyone. And again, that is true. You are supposed to love everyone, but you also supposed to use your wisdom when you're dealing with that person. So if a person is treating you in a way that is not making you feel good about yourself, you have to recognize that, okay, either I have to disassociate myself from this person, like move around this person, or I have to become more stern with how I deal with this person. I can't be too passive when dealing with this person. I have to I have to use wisdom when dealing with this person. And I want to also remind you that the thief come but to kill, steal, and destroy. And the enemy loves to play on his number one go-to is deception. So he loves to deceive us because he knows that he feels that we're all passive, and Christians are really passive. We're really passive, and the enemy knows that, so he uses that to his advantage. But again, I came here to remind you that it says here in Scripture, God is letting us know that he sent us forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. So he understands. He's warning us even in this scripture that we are in the midst of wolves, but he wants you to use your wisdom. He really wants you to use your wisdom. So again, if you feel like your discerning of spirits is not at a level where it needs to be, I would begin to pray and ask God, because you really, really need this. This is not a time to walk around and to be passive and to not discern these spirits that are on assignment to come after you. I mean, believe it or not, some things just does not happen by chance. Some things are actually an attack against you. So we have to go out and every day, not only equipped with the full armor of God, but we also have to be discerning when we're encountering people, even with our loved ones. The enemy would use your loved ones, your friends too, to come against you. And it's just not to make you feel to make you paranoid. It's to just remind you that you have to be watchful and vigilant. As a Christian, you want to be watchful and vigilant. You don't want to have to encounter any calamity or anything else as a result of your guard being down, or because of you thinking that, oh, everything is just love and light, because it's really not. It's really not. We love to think that. We want to feel like that. We wish the world was like that, but that's just not always the case, depending on who we're encountering. So anyway, I came to tell you this, and I really, really hope that this helped. And until next time, you have a good one.